It's the return of Gendry, finally. And Davos, of course, makes the joke, I thought you might still be rowing, which is hilarious that they essentially took a meme that we created and put it into the show, which was great. By the way, Davos was MVP in this episode. He was super cool.
Yeah, I love him.
And his joke with like, oh, better go to a brothel before you're bust out through your chainmail. And then Gendry meets up with Jon, and they have this kinship of, we're bastards of powerful men. We both have cool weapons. He's like, do we just become best friends?
Yeah.
And so they're going to go together past the wall with another crew they met up with to find a white. And they want like one of the White Walkers and bring it back to King's Landing and show it to Cersei in an effort to convince her, this sounds more ridiculous as I keep going, to convince Cersei to stop the war in order to fight the White Walkers. Okay, let's process all of that. So the first thing, Gendry's back, and were you surprised at just how much he was just he was a man on a mission, knew exactly what he wanted, immediately made himself useful and hooked up with one of the main characters, hooked up as in like buddied up?
No, because again, like we've got a handful or so of episodes of this entire series left. There's no time for anybody to be wishy-washy, especially when I think it was like almost 4 seasons ago or something was the last time we saw him. So in fact, so much time had passed, I had forgotten about a lot of things that had happened to that character. I think, look, Gendry, it's cool to have him back. It's cool that Jon basically has kind of a mirror image of himself there, that, a buddy, somebody that kind of gets him on an elemental level. And I think it's, it's cool to see essentially the Starks and the Baratheons 2.0, the next generation, even though Jon is a Targaryen, as we're going to find out. He might not be Ned Stark's blood son, but in every way that matters, he is Ned Stark's son. He is his father's son, in terms of character. So yeah, it's just cool to see them kind of hanging out. And I love that hammer thing. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and it's known that his father, Robert, in battle wielded a giant war hammer, so it's cool that like father, like son.
Yeah.
And Jon even has a Valyrian steel weapon, not as big as ice like Ned Stark wielded, but still awesome that, these two guys are going beyond the wall together. We have more Game of Thrones content on the site, plenty of it, including a conversation we did last week on the Golden Company that keep getting brought up. Who are these sellswords and mercenaries? We explained it to you in that video and how they could impact the show going forward. So keep it tuned to Dragons on the Wall. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow us wherever you watch or listen to the show. And for more from Game of Thrones, keep it here on IGN.